This is my Gospel of John, differences in the Gospel of John tier list video. So the first difference is that the Gospel of John had a diverse audience, which I think is really cool and important because the message of Jesus is meant to be heard by all and not just Jews or Gentiles, which are the only groups focused on in the synoptic Gospels. So I will give that an A tier because it's really important and pretty cool. Next, we have the difference of sources that the Gospel of John has. And I think that's pretty interesting too, because the other three Gospels have pretty much the same sources, but John just has completely different sources. And I think some theories about where the information came from are really cool. So I'll give that a B tier. Next, we have that the Gospel of John focused on demons being cast out from people's bodies. That's one of the types of miracles that Jesus did. And none of the synoptic Gospels actually feature that happening. And I think that's just really awesome and very cool, and a massive shame that the other Gospels did not have it. So I will give that an S tier. Next, we have that the Gospel of John was a lot more poetic than the other Gospels and had much prettier language. And I'll give that a D tier because poetry is pretty boring. I mean, it's still really cool that the Gospel of John used really pretty language and was poetic, but I mean, personally, I don't really like poetry, so I'm giving that a D tier. And last is that the Gospel of John had a bunch of speeches instead of parables, which I think is pretty nice, that that it had longer pieces of writing and longer messages. So I'll give that a C tier. So that is my Gospel of John tier list. Thank you for watching.